The motor started out, it's a 1/4 scale copy of a 270 cubic inch Offenhauser, which is probably the most famous motor that ever dominated Indianapolis. It was originally designed and built by Miller, and in 1936 Fred Offenhauser bought the company, and that's where its name came from. And it's always been a motor that I've had a love for from the time I was a kid. I used to go to Lakeside and watch midget races all the time. 6 years ago when I retired, I had a friend that got me involved in miniature internal combustion engines, and I thought this would be a neat one to build. Little did I know how complicated it would be when you start miniaturizing things. Everything is machined out of solid stock aluminum. The block is made out of a solid piece of cast iron. It was copied as close as I could possibly copy to a real motor. And I was around one when I was a kid, so I knew how they were put together, and I, just from past knowledge, I knew how they were built, and then just started in one day and started making it, and 4 years later the motor was finished, and here it is. Approximately 4,000 hours worth of work in this one. But it's one of my favorites, and I've built a couple of V8s, but I'm going back to build the 4-cylinder motors now, just due to the complexity of the V8s. There's probably, I want to say 10 or 12 of them out there in the miniature world. I've seen a couple of them. One of them's good, one was bad, and one was mediocre. I consider this one here a little bit above that, due to the fact that it's fuel injected. All the rest of them are carbureted. They use miniature aircraft carburetors on them, and they just can't get them to run right. And I thought, man, let's go ahead and build a set of Hillborn injectors for it, and everybody told me I was crazy, that it's impossible to build anything that small. The jets in each one of the nozzles is 4.5 thousandths in diameter. A human hair is 5 thousandths. It will not fit through the hole in the nozzle. And I have a real problem if I get the least little bit of dirt or anything like that, it plugs the nozzle up, and I got to tear the injectors apart and clean them to get them running again. But that's what makes the motor neat. And of course the Arden will be fuel injected too. And due to the fact that it's quite a bit bigger motor, it'll be a lot, the jets will be bigger and it won't be as big a problem. This one here is only 3.63 cubic inches. The bore is 1 inch and a 32nd. It's got 1 inch and 3/32 stroke in it. But for the most part, it's built just identical to a 270 inch Offenhauser, only in 1/4 scale. This is my rest and relaxation and aggravation, I guess you can say.